We're up there waiting.
Later, man. Stay safe.
What's up, Scenics? How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all looking good? Y'all feeling good? Y'all drinking tonight? Hell yeah. That's not a Cialis advertisement, okay? Just to let y'all know. But I don't think he looks like Pitbull. I think it's more like Cholo Charlie Brown, am I right? It's like Charlie Brown went to the hood and he went to go get some tats, but I like it. But I like being here and I love the season. I love the winter, but we get to December and it's a disappointment. It starts getting warmer, right? It kind of throws me off, but that's typical El Paso, right? I feel like El Paso's the only season, the only city you could have a snow day and still a baby could die in the car, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like, damn, watch out, you never know. Let me see what the fuck I have here. Nah, but let's give it up to your bartenders one more time. They're always doing a good job. They're serving us up. They're always doing a good job. One of them looks like Kurt Cobain that came back to life. Only to kill himself again.
Hey, man, it was more brainier than his tool set, bro.
I'll believe you. And then another one kind of looks like a cheerleader, right? She kind of looked like she was a cheerleader in high school, but then she was a cheerleader that got kicked out. And it's like they kicked her out because she got pregnant during cheerleading camp. But then I have a feeling when they kicked her out, they still did it in cheer form. They're like, you must leave, you must go. We all know you's a hoe. Man, that's how it goes. But now let's give a round of applause for Scenics for hosting us, and Yesenia as well. She's the owner, operator. It's a safe place. I love a place like this. I love local businesses. We all need local businesses to keep going, right? That's what COVID taught us. So I want to give a shout out to a local business that didn't make it through COVID. Montana Cabaret, RIP. RIP. My place since I was 14. They never checked my ID. But I love that place. But we always need local businesses, and we need promotions of local businesses. And then at the end of every year, and I love that there's that publication, they put out El Paso's Best, right? They put out El Paso's Best Pizza, El Paso's Best Salon, you know what I'm saying? But I think they need to open up some of those categories, right? I want to know El Paso's Best Prostitute, you know what I'm saying? Let's not just keep it just domestic. Let's take this into the nighttime as well, right? Because El Paso, we're a working city, right? So I want to know who's giving the best BJs before I go to work, you know what I'm saying? We need to support those people, right? Because you don't want to keep a hoe at a whole level, right? You wanted to promote herself, right? We're talking female empowerment, all right? We need a hoe to become a madame, you know what I'm saying? We need them to run a brothel, you know what I'm saying? That's female empowerment, am I right? Like, think of like Monica Lewinsky. She took down the White House, you know what I'm saying? That's female empowerment for you. But I love those categories, I love that promotion. One list I'm still surprised they're putting out is Sexiest Man Alive. Do you guys pay attention to that? Sexiest Man Alive? This year, I think it was Chris Evans, that cocksucker that played Captain America. Yeah, it's very lame, right? Who gives a shit? But they just keep it at actors and like mainstream people. Again, I think they need to take in and open who they bring into the polling, right? Like one person I've never seen made Sexiest Man list, and we all know he's sexy, is Johnny Sins. You know what I'm saying? Only like 3 guys who watch porn get that joke. Alright, he's a fucking sexy porn star, alright? And let's just say he's been putting it down for years. Go look him up. Son, don't act like that back table doesn't know who Johnny Sins is. They're like, don't look at us. Don't look at us. Please don't look at us. Shout out my boy Johnny Sins, that he keeps it going. But man, it's a good time. I love this season because it's also one of the best seasons for sports, right? I love sports and I can't get my mind off of them. And whenever sports are around, I feel like I have to ignore everything. And that's kind of hard, right? You got a family going on, you got a girlfriend, and you got to include them in these things when you go out to the games, you go out to the bars, and it's hard to convince them sports could be a good time. Ladies, do you feel if a guy invited you on a sports date, do you think that could be a good time? Do you think sports could be a good romantic date? It can, right? Anything, it's just effort, right? Like if a guy took you to a boxing fight, right? and then he's gonna take you to a Las Vegas fight. That's a big deal, right? Like back in the day, if you were gonna see De La Hoya or Mayweather, that was a big deal. Do you guys still think it's romantic if he took you to a cockfight? It's like depending on the size of the cock, right? I can see like, it's gonna be worth it. Come on, we all been at Chaparral at 3 in the morning putting some money on the rooster. Like, yo, that bird looks fucking tough. Shout out Chaparral. But I know there's some girl out there who still shows off to her friends and says, girl, you know, years ago, he took me to Michael Vick's last dog fight. It was a good time. There was a lot of good-looking football players. There was a lot of weed in the air. But I feel bad for them dogs. But it was a good time. Michael Vick's last dog fight. Greatest sporting event ever, am I right? I think I'm right. Guys, my name's Alfredo. Thank you for letting me have a good time. Y'all have a good night.
Alfredo Marquez, one more time, man.